All right, welcome everybody. We're going to do some yoga today. Let's start with our hands, palms up, just kind of opening the chest. Think about that today, opening the chest and really kind of lifting the chest. A lot of times we end up in this position, probably because of computers and stuff. So let's try to reverse that today and just kind of open things up and just take a couple deep breaths in and out. You might count your breath to yourself, 5 seconds in and 5 seconds out. Taking 2 more breaths. Think about clearing your mind. Just think about breathing and relaxation. Just really letting go. Okay, so let's go ahead and scoot up here. We're going to start with shoulder rolls. When I do the shoulder rolls, I'm actually going to curve my back here, try to tuck the pelvis underneath. So I get a good curve there. Even got a little back crack myself there. You sometimes might get some chiropractic adjustments out of this. You feel a little back crack or everything else every now and then. Inhale up. Exhale down. And other direction. One more time. Inhale, reach up, lift the chest, breathe deep in the belly. One more breath. Stretch it out. Excellent. Let's go ahead and face this way. I'm going to put the leg back. See if I can adjust the camera here a little for you. See even more. So put that leg back, stretching this hip flexor here and reaching up. Up and back. Lift the chest. Breathe deep in the belly. One more breath, reach up and back more. And relax. Good, let's come back to center. Inner thigh stretch. So feet are nice and wide, leaning forward. You're not gonna need a band today, so that. Hopefully you feel that in the inner thighs there. Try going to one side. I'm still breathing, taking nice, long, deep breaths. It's impossible not to relax, breathing long and deep. Other side. Excellent. So let's go back to the other side. This is so important. Getting that hip flexor stretched out, the opposite of the computer thing. Just really working it. Take some deep breaths. Excellent. Back to center. Let's do some twisting here. Kind of like you're checking your blind spot in your car. Just looking back behind you. Take some deep breaths. And other side. Excellent. And then we're going to push the elbow back, stretching the triceps. Now, if you can, try to see if you can reach back there. One arm might be able to touch and the other might not, but just kind of stretch it out that way. It's a good test too. You can measure how far you are from your fingers and then try it again in 6 months and see if you've improved. Good, let's try the other side. Reach back as much as you can. Come up with the other arm. Just trying to reach. You see mine on this side is not as good. And that's common. Excellent. All right, shake it all out a little bit. We'll go ahead and stand up. Feel free to stay seated if you want to. You can do a lot of this stuff seated as well. Get rid of this chair. Hopefully, it won't take out my body. Start with rotations. Still working on getting used to this setup here. It helps to look in the direction you're going. You can even give yourself a little kidney tap here. Just wake everything up. Good, let's go ice skating. So pretend you're on ice skates. The ice is thin, just going back and forth. Come down and up. Very carefully though. You can go back and forth, forward and back, whatever you want to call it. Keep going. Excellent. All right, let's go ahead and get into some warrior poses. Go ahead and step out with one leg, lean into it, reach up with both hands. Warrior one. Just take some deep breaths. One more breath, reach up even more, lift the belly. And relax. Back to center. We're gonna do a chair pose next. So sit back with it. I'll show you from the side. Sit back so your knees don't go forward. Palms facing down. Lift the chest and kind of look down in front of you about 6 feet. Hold for about 3 breaths. This is the airplane pose, actually. Lift that chest, tighten the back, 1 more breath. And relax. Good, let's go and step out with the other foot. Warrior 1 on the other side. This foot's kind of angled at a 45-degree angle. This one's straight forward. Straight forward. You can do this stuff in your chair too, seated and just kind of facing that way, getting the leg back and still lifting up. One more breath, lift it up. Breathe deep in the belly. And relax. Good. Now we're going to sit back like we just were, but we're actually going to reach out with the arms. This is the chair pose, not the airplane pose. So show you from the side. Taking 2 more breaths. And relax. Good. Let's go up to Chaturanga. So you're just going to actually go up to the balls of the feet. I don't know if you can see it here, but try to move my camera a little bit. Up to the balls of the feet. My feet are in the ocean there, so you can hardly see. But I'm lifting up. Now there's always that comfort spot. Try to go up a little further and just take a couple breaths. Keep going, take a couple more breaths. And relax. Good, let's go back to Warrior 2 now. So we're gonna step out, same foot positioning. This foot's kind of at an angle, this one's straight forward. Warrior 2. Gazing past your fingertips here. Try to settle into your stance a little more. Taking 2 more breaths. And relax. Good, we're back up to the balls of the feet. Holding, just like I showed you before. Just raise those heels up. Go up a little further. Hold for 1 more breath. And relax. Good, let's go ahead and step out with the other foot now. We got Warrior 2 on the other side. Gazing past your fingertips over here. Settle into it. Taking 1 more breath, open up the chest, reach out, relax the shoulders. and relax. Good. Now we're just gonna do some rocking horse feet. So basically I'm just gonna go back and forth, rocking on my feet here. Pull those toes up. Excellent. All right, get your chair off if you need it. We're gonna do downward dog now. Stretch it all out, walk your feet back. Keep stretching that downward dog. Excellent. And then put one foot forward. You're going to put one leg back, stretching the calf muscles. So you want to push into the heel, bend the front leg, come to heart center, and just take a couple deep breaths. This is also called bow and arrow stance. You can see that it's an arrow here. This is like the bow. That's the bow and arrow stance. Same in karate. It's the punching stance that you use. And we call it a bow and arrow stance. It's very much braced by this back leg here. That's the idea. All right, let's go ahead and switch sides. Well, first let's go to downward dog. Stretch it all out again. That's kind of nice. Excellent. Put the other foot forward now. You're going to push into that back heel, stretching that calf muscle, coming to the bow and arrow stance. In karate, we actually call this a forward bow, is what we call it. One more breath. And relax. Good, let's go to cat position next. So I'm just gonna bend my legs here, really curving the back and just curving the back as much as I can up top as well. And just hold there for a couple deep breaths. And then lift the chest. It's called Cobra. Just stretching the front of your body out. Excellent. So let's get into some balance work here. We'll start with kicking to the side. Kick slowly, so you have to balance while you do it. And then we go to star pose. Just trying to balance on that one foot. And other side. Okay, so just roll the hips around like a hula hoop. Watch out for your chair. You don't want to work. You don't want to trip over your chair. Just trying to show you what can happen. Other direction. But see, you can hardly tell it's there. That's the thing. It disappears and it comes back. All right, so we're going to keep going with balance stuff. Let's just hold here. I call this the Flamingo Pose. I'm just going to try to stand with one foot up. Give me 5 seconds, one more breath. Excellent. Let's try the other side. Taking one more breath. And relax. Good, we're going to rotate the knees. That will actually rotate the ankles too. Other direction. And one more standing pose. We're going to go to triangle. So this foot's just pointed forward. Lean into it. Reach up and then look back. One more breath. Excellent. Then we go to the other side. Reach back a little more. Take one more breath. And relax. Good. Let's go ahead and go back and have a seat here. We'll finish up with some seated stretching. So first of all, I'll move it to the side here. Put your right leg out. Lean into it. Pull those toes up. Doesn't always like my green screen, I guess. Good, let's point and flex the foot, just forward and back. And other leg out, deep breath in. Taking a couple deep breaths there. It's allergy season, so that ain't helping me. I don't know if anybody else is dealing with that, but I get it a month earlier before everybody else. I'll be done with it in about another month. All right, let's go ahead and point and flex. Excellent. Come back to center. And then we're going to grab onto the side of the chair and just lean to the side, stretching your neck out. Another side. Good, and then we're gonna stretch the neck a little bit more. Put your head down and just go side to side. Feeling all those little muscles. Good, and then let's look to the side. And other side. Okay, so we're gonna finish with a little bit of relaxation and breathing. Just focus on your breath and relax. And you might try to tie in your exhales with your relaxation. Just relaxing more as you exhale. Really letting go of those muscles. And just enjoy your breath. Try to feel the breath coming in and out, letting go of all your thoughts. Just taking a couple more deep breaths here. And open your eyes. Come to heart center. Inhale, reach up. And exhale. Deep breath in. And exhale. Namaste. Hopefully you all enjoyed the day. Thanks for coming again and hanging out with me, doing some yoga.